So we're going to begin in standing and just work through some of your standing corrections to begin. You're going to bring your hands onto your hips and press into the feet, lift out through the crown of the head, trying to lift your ribs away from the tops of the hips. Good, and you're going to rotate those left ribs back, your right hip back, glide your left hip in towards midline. And then you're going to reach your right arm up on the diagonal and try and open up behind those left ribs, rotate them back. And try and glide your ribs a little bit over to the left, opening up that space there in between your bra line and your pants. And then your right hand is going to come on top of your right shoulder and you're reaching that right elbow out to the side of the room. So your hips are gliding over to your right, ribs are gliding to your left, and shoulders are gliding to your right again. Work that Rubik's Cube here. And I want you to maintain this position. You're going to rise up onto your tippy toes and lower back down. And lift it up and lower back down. Try not to collapse. Good, rotate up, or lift up, and lower back down. I'm losing my balance. And lift it up, pull up, zip up through the belly button, and back down. Open up behind those left ribs again, and lower it back down. Good, relax the arms, shake it out. Okay, so now I'd like you to bring your hands on top of your shoulders. And you're going to have both hands on your shoulders here, trying to lift your ribs away from the tops of the hips. Step forward, make sure you have some space behind you. And you're going to step your right foot back. And you're just going to do a little mini lunge here. And press it back up. So this might be a good one to do in front of a mirror, making sure you're not pushing into your left hip. Staying lifted and zipped up through the front line of the body. Step it back, little mini lunge, and bring it back together. Good, and 2 more times. And back together. And last time, good. Rotating the left ribs back, right hip back. Good, give your arms a quick rest, roll out the shoulders. And then we're going to step up or step back with the other side. So hands on top of the shoulders, float out through the crown of the head. And you're going to step your other foot back. Good. And bring it back in. So if you're following along with me, you are probably stepping your right foot back now. This is the more challenging side because you're going to want to sink into this left hip like this. So really hug that hip in. And bring it back. Good. And 2 more times, stepping it back. And together. And step it back. Little knee bend. And press it back up. Good. Go ahead and roll out the shoulders. Nice work. Okay, so we're going to come down over to the mat. Okay. And I want you to drop down onto your elbows here. And you're going to find a nice long spine in this position. You're going to tuck your toes under, and I just want you to bring your knees to a hover here. Exhale, draw up strong through the belly button. And inhale, lower back down. Try not to collapse in through the ribs. Open up behind those left ribs. Inhale, tap it down. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press and lift, and now you're going to stay lifted here. You're going to rotate those knees in towards each other. and then open out to the sides. Knees rotate in, exhale, open. Good, trying not to fall into your ribs, so those left ribs really need to work hard to stay drawn up and into the body. Opening up behind the left ribs. Good, lower those knees down, untuck the toes, and you're going to bring yourself up onto your knees. Good, find a nice tall position here, rolling out the shoulders. Good, we're going to work on a hip hinge here. I want you to bring your hands onto your hips. And you're going to sit your hips back, tip your body forward, inhaling here. And then exhale, return. So find your corrections. Glide that left hip in. Rotate your left ribs back. Right shoulder back, right hip back. And now maintain that as you tip forward, pulling in strong through the belly button. And bring yourself up. Tip it forward, inhale. And exhale up. Good, elbows are reaching out wide. And up. And tip it forward. Stay forward, you're going to reach your arms forward. And then sweep them back behind you. And reach them forward, trying not to let those left ribs drop. Keep that space open in between your bra line and your pant line on your left. Hugging that left hip in. Pulling in strong through the belly button. Nice job. Come up onto your knees and roll your shoulders out. Nice work. Oh, just kidding. You're not done yet. I forgot something. Okay, so you're going to come onto your right elbow here. And, sorry, your left elbow, my right. Your knees are bent, and you're going to press down into your knees, press down onto that elbow, and you're going to lift the hips up, rotate that top knee up, and then lower everything back down, inhaling. And exhale, press to lift. And inhale, lower. Exhale, try not to sink into this bottom shoulder. Press to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, press to lift. Inhale, lower. So you're squeezing the glutes to open the hips away from each other. And now hold this position here. Stay nice and strong. Reach your top arm up. You're going to reach the arm up overhead and then back up to the ceiling. Good. Try not to sink into your bottom shoulder. 3 more. And 2. Last one. Good. Close the knees in and lower down. Nice job. Other side. So swing those legs around. And now you're down on your right elbow. Left hand on your hip. So make sure your elbow is directly under your shoulder here. You're setting the shoulder down the back, pulling back through the belly button. Press into that arm and lift the hips. Exhale. And inhale, lower. Exhale, press to lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale and lift. Squeeze the glutes to open the knees. And press to lift. And lower down. Last time. Now you're going to stay up on this one, keeping that top knee rotated up. Reach your arm up. And now you're going to reach that arm overhead. Inhale. Exhale, back up to the ceiling. Pulling back through your center. Good. Keeping the left ribs rotated back, right hip back. Open up behind the left ribs. Close the knees in, lower the hips down. Nice work. So go ahead and give yourself a little wiggle. Roll out those shoulders. Okay, and now for real, that's it.